This is alternative political analysis, and this video will be on the subject of Justice Neil Gorsuch. And his mother was made the first female head of the EPA by President Ronald Reagan. He got a Bachelor of Arts degree from Columbia University. He wrote for the Columbia Daily Spectator and founded the publication The Fed. He attended Harvard Law School and got a Juris Doctor degree with honors. He attended Harvard on a Truman Scholarship. He edited the Harvard Journal of Law and Public Policy. He was in Barack Obama's class and supported Desert Storm at the time. And he got a philosophical doctorate in legal philosophy from Oxford, where he attended on a Marshall Scholarship. In 2002, he wrote an article criticizing the United States Senate for delaying the nomination of Merrick Garland to the DC Circuit Appeal Court. This is ironic, as the opening for Gorsuch's nomination is due to the fact the Republican Party did not give Obama a hearing on Merrick Garland. And Garland's nomination came in the wake of a Planned Parenthood scandal, and Merrick Garland is pro-choice, and Obama made the nomination as Mitch McConnell had said Garland was acceptable. Mitch McConnell was wrong, and the fact that Garland didn't get a hearing all but confirms that Mitch McConnell was wrong. And Gorsuch has a more pro-life outlook. However, he found a case in favour of a native man who killed his child in a ritual. And Gorsuch found the case in such a manner due to a lacuna in Bill Clinton's Religious Restoration Act. Gorsuch takes a literal approach to legal and statutory interpretation as opposed to the mischief approach, which is applying law as it was intended to be applied, or the golden rule approach, which is taking the literal approach until it is deemed necessary to utilize the mischief approach. And Gorsuch applies the law as it is written. Arguments against him are in effect arguments against per incurium. This is legislators and legislators writing bills and statutes improperly, or the inclusion of human error while making law, as opposed to per curiam, which is writing and making law correctly and properly. He has denounced class action lawsuits in the past, which is worrying. And Gorsuch worked for the Justice Department. During his time there, he defended extraordinary rendition. That's worrying for civil liberties. And he fought photographic disclosure of Abu Ghraib. So basically, he wanted to remove solid evidence of torture during enhanced interrogation, as they called it. And he has inspected Guantanamo Bay as part of the Justice Department investigation. And he has ruled that religious groups should not be bound by the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act contraception mandate, or contraceptive mandate as it's also known. And he made this ruling in Hobby Lobby Stores versus Sibelius 2013. And Gorsuch believes that the United States should be a refuge of religious tolerance, and that the law does its most important work in defense of unpopular religious beliefs. And Gorsuch has ruled against Article 1, Section 8.3 of the United States Constitution. And this ruling against the Commerce Clause was upheld in the case Tarrant Regional Water District versus Herman 2013. And another worrying aspect is that he ruled in favour of a sales tax on that basis. Fortunately, this was overturned in the case of Direct Marketing Association versus Broll 2015. He has ruled against limiting campaign finance. Well, there's no hope of the ridiculous Citizens United ruling being overturned if you have Supreme Justices of that mindset. And on a more positive note, he dissented when Utah was forced to fund Planned Parenthood. But he has not got a perfect pro-life record, as I've mentioned before. He upheld the case of the native man killing his child in a ritual. He has ruled in favour of upholding capital punishment. And if that is not a big enough blemish on a person who is pro-life, in Trans Am Trucking versus the Administrative Review Board 2016, he dissented from the ruling that the employee had been unfairly dismissed. He thought the truck company was right to fire a trucker for not freezing to death in his broken down truck. That's another blemish on a pro-life record. There's no other way about it. That's not good for a pro-life justice, or a supposedly pro-life justice. Like, there's no legal consistency there. Okay, you might take the literal approach, but what happens when there is per incurium, and what happens to when the point comes where that per incurium comes up against per curium, and you're taking the literal approach? How are you going to decide that case? And with that glaring contradiction and paradox, how many working class people are going to be hurt until such lacuna and lacunae, there's lots of loopholes to be filled and removed? How many working class people are going to get hurt until these issues are dealt with and these problems fixed and addressed? And quite frankly, if this Supreme Justice is not confirmed, I think there ought to be more judges who are more suited for the role of succeeding um, the conservative Antonin Scalia. There are surely more who are deemed well qualified by the American Bar Association, like Neil Gorsuch, but without his detrimental record. And like Obama, he's nice, he's charming, but again, nice and charming might be nice for show, but it doesn't disguise the harm that right wing policies do. And I'd recommend that viewers subscribe to the Alternative Political Analysis YouTube channel. Check out the blog and Facebook page for more posts and videos, including on this subject.